Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from TrueYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait. And today I'm going to talk about how to tell if a woman really likes you. How to tell if a woman really likes you. And I know there's a lot of confusion when it comes to this. And I know when I was young, in my 20s, I was very confused. And in most cases, I could not tell if a woman really likes me. Because you have to understand, a woman's behavior doesn't necessarily prove that she really likes you. It all could be just an act. And especially when you go to other cultures, because what has happened today is a lot of women have mastered the art of showcasing in public, and the image is more important than in anything to most people today. What happens behind the scenes and what happens when everybody's gone, when the camera's gone, when the people's gone, that doesn't really matter too much. But the image, the perception is most important today for most women, for most people in general. Then a lot of guys will say, well, if I got the money, I'll bag her. I can get her. And you probably can. However, don't be surprised if you're in decline. If your funds start getting low, and if everything goes away, don't be surprised if she leaves. And a lot of these guys will get, not only will they move in with the chick or live with the chick, they'll get married to women like this. And then when the marriage goes to hell, and then when they're in a sexless marriage, when they have to barter and negotiate and beg for sex, they're always complaining all the time. So they got all this money, they got all this cheese, they got the cheddar, but it still ain't enough to get sex without having to barter and negotiate and all that shit. She might say, hey, take the trash out, drop me off to work and I'll give you some tonight. Come on, get out of here. If I gotta do all of that, I'm with the wrong chick, homie. You know, if I gotta ask for sex, I'm with the wrong chick. You know, a lot of guys will find themselves begging for a woman's time. They'll be like, hey, you gonna make time to see me? Or can you see me? Or they're begging for dates. If you have to do all that, she's not into you, homie. Because if a woman's really into you, she will make time. She will find the time. I don't care if she worked 12 hours. She will stay up, even if it's for an hour, to make time to see you. I don't care if she worked 2 jobs. She will make time to see you. I've had a woman that done it. I've had a woman that worked 12 hours at night. And they came to my house 11, 12 o'clock in the morning to see me. Even though I knew she was tired, but she still made time to see me. So if a woman says, hey, you know, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I got to work in the morning, you know, I'll call you when I have time, she just doesn't like you, homie. She's not into you like that. You know, it is what it is. You know, the game is, you got to see things the way it is, not the way you want it. You got to have enough self-respect for yourself to see things how it is, to really take the bulls by the horn, so to speak. and make and really work some shit out that you don't like. Because at the end of the day, it starts with you and ends with you. So if you don't like the results that you're getting, change it. That's it. And a lot of guys will really don't believe that if a woman's really into you, she'll do almost anything within her power to satisfy you. Even if it involves having a threesome with another woman. Now, I've never wanted to do a threesome, but I could have done it if I really wanted to. And if a woman's really into you, she'll go above and beyond the call of duty. She'll do more than the average woman would do. If you was to do a comparison, even though you shouldn't do that shit, but I'm just saying. And a lot of shit that the average woman claims she wouldn't do or that she done, that should be thrown out the window if she's into you. Because a lot of women just talk. They do a lot of talking, saying what they wouldn't do or if they was in that position. And a lot of times she don't know what she would do. The reason why she's saying what she wouldn't do or what she would do, she never met a certain type of guy. That's what it's all about. See, if you're a certain type of guy, women respond differently. Because you have to remember, most women don't have the same relationship with every guy. So if she do one thing with you, she probably won't do it with the next guy. Or the next guy. You know what I mean? Well, a lot of guys don't understand this. They think one shoe fits all. No, that's not true at all. No. You know, she might get down and dirty with you, but the next guy, she might not do very much with him. It depends on the relationship you have with her. And vice versa. Depends on how she sees you. She might not see you as a long-term deal. She might see you as just a trick or somebody that she can manipulate. So if you're the type of guy that she can, if she see you as a trick or a guy that she can manipulate, she's gonna use sex as a bargaining tool. She's gonna try to turn you into a trick. Sometimes without even what you might not even realize, like I was when I was so young. Because what happened is they'll start saying subtle things. They'll say something like, I remember one time this chick, I was driving. I was on my way home. I remember this like it was yesterday. And she sent me a text and she said, I need a job. Right? She said, I need another job. So I said, oh, okay. I can't help you with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody at this time. So she was like, no, I need some money. Right? That's what she said, her exact words on the text. So I said, what do you mean? Right? Because I wasn't thinking, I'm driving. And she was like, then she said, what has she got to do? She said, what would it take for me to give her some money? Her exact words, right? So by the time I got home and I thought about it, and I was like, oh, she wanted me to trick off. That's what it was about. She was willing to give me some sex if I was willing to give her some money. So I'm like, oh shit. So at the time, I'm 23 at the time. And she's 40. She's 42 at the time. So I'm kind of back then I was kind of naive when it came to a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff went over my head. So basically, she used to come she came over to my house a couple times and break me off for like I think 3 or 4 times, and she really didn't ask for anything or whatever, but after the 4th time she got kind of standoffish, and I didn't know why, and I really didn't care because I had other women, you know what I mean? And I learned that some women, they'll break you off in the beginning 3 or 4, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times, especially if you hit it good. But after a while, they're going to be looking for you to do something. And whatever she wanted me to do, I didn't do it. So she kind of backed off. And I didn't really see her too much again after that. Even though she said the sex we had was some of the best she ever had. But, I didn't really get into that. I didn't really care, really, to be honest. But whenever you're around women, you got to always ask yourself, what is she bringing to the table? Is she adding to what I'm doing or not? If she's an addition and you think she's qualified for upgrade, and maybe you can put her on some game, that's cool. But if she's around and y'all just banging out, smashing all the time, and it is no addition, she don't really have much to bring to the table, it's just best for you to cut bait and move on. Because you have to keep in mind that you're the prize, not women. I know like the game is kind of raggedy out here because a lot of guys put women on a pedestal because they have a vagina or just because they're a woman. But it wasn't like that when I was growing up. I don't know where all these new rules of dating came from. But last I checked, men, we're supposed to lead. We're supposed to set the example. We're supposed to set the standard. We're supposed to set the bar high. I don't know. Maybe a lot of guys have been misled. Maybe a lot of guys have lost their way. I understand that. It happens to most all of us. But at the end of the day, you're the prize. You gotta do what you gotta do to build yourself, become the best version of self, and surround yourself with people that are smarter than you and have better game than you, and hopefully, do something that's big, and eventually y'all can become a team. That's the end goal. So you won't be one of these guys or some of these celebrities as well that's standing in front of a judge paying for child support and alimony and getting over half of your shit taken away, and you're crying, begging. You don't want to be one of those guys. You know, you don't want to be one of those guys that's in a marriage sexless, and the relationship is so raggedy and it's so far gone that you have to go outside to get sex. You don't want to be like that. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel and check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, Sharp Game is out. Peace.